Hello guys, and thank you for joining me once again for another episode of our Certified Supplier Initiative Yongjua Factory Tour. Now this has been organized or launched by China Toy and Juvenile Products Association. We are here today at Kaiqi Group Company Limited's factory. We're going to be evaluating the factory based from our 5 criteria. These are product safety, safety assurance, specified standards, self-export capability, and social responsibility. So today we are here in sunny Yongjua. Actually, we're surrounded with this nice mountainous region. It looks sunny, but it has this cool breeze, you know, it's kind of different, it's really nice. But not only that, it is also one of the manufacturing regions in China where they're famous for playground equipment. So we're here in this facility right now, which is their original facility or factory, the Kaiqi Group. But there's another building behind this camera right now, and also these huge buildings that are being constructed. We're going to be checking out everything, all right? So stick around. All right, so let me give you a little bit of an overview about our featured company for today, which is Kaiqi Group Company Limited. So the company was established in 1995. Now, they are known as the first factory to supply non-powered playground equipment here in China. So they have actually 2 production centers, one in Shanghai and one in Wenzhou, where I am here right now. So Kaiqi is actually your one-stop solution for production, research and development, plan and design, sales and installations, and operations management. And Kaiqi actually specializes in 2 categories. These are the outdoor and indoor playground and preschool education. So I'm here right now in their facility. It is pretty huge because I can see from that side the new building. From here on this side is actually their building, which they first constructed in 1995. And later on, I'm going to be sharing as well their new building where they're going to be having their workshops. So they are also ISO 9001 certified factory, ISO 14001, OHSAS 1800, CEGS, among many. So they also export to 100 countries and regions like EU, America, and Southeast Asia. So without further ado, let's get into the tour. So let me share something about their workshops. It's about 60,716 square meters area, and they have 508 employees in total at the moment. They have 114 machines. So 107 of them are actually domestic machines, or they're made in China, and 7 of them are actually imported machines that were imported from abroad. Let me talk about their rotational molding workshop. So actually what's happening there is where all these plastic parts are made. Let me just mention that when you say rotational molding, it means compared to an injection machine, the rotational molding is a huge machine where they have all these casts or mold, and they're made of aluminum. Therefore, they have smoother, a more perfect, should I say, outcome from this facility or from this machine. So what it does, it's a very huge facility. It keeps rotating this mold, and then there's heat blasting to these molds. Therefore, it gives this even distribution of that material. By the way, they use LLDPE or linear low density polyethylene. I got it right this time. So they use this type of material as well, and different plastic materials as well with different mixtures. So in this rotational molding workshop, they have several of them. Actually, they're in the other building. And the production process actually is from grinding to mixing to pouring into the mold, baking it for 1.5 or to 2 hours. And you have to cool it down as well, demolding, and then shaping, trimming, and then packaging, and then storage. Basically, all these processes are happening right here at the factory. So if you have some, let's say, a little bit of changes, maybe you saw one design and you want it a little bit different, they can do that quickly because they can also produce their own molds. Unlike other factories, they have to rely on third-party producers to produce the mold. So we are now here at the showroom of Kaiqi Group Company Limited. And don't get me wrong, I'm not on the beach right now, but there's white sand here just for the demo of this amazing playground set just behind me. If I have white sand, that means I'm on the ocean, right? So here behind me is actually a nice playground set. It is a pirate ship, but let me talk more details about it. So I want you to come on board this nice, amazing ship. But before that, I want to emphasize that all the materials here that are used are actually weatherproof or weather resistant, which means it's both safe. It can go for outdoors or indoors. When I say outdoors, there's gonna be rain, sun, wind, right? So it's built with aluminum material, all right? And all the joints and the bolts are stainless steel. And then all the board or the plank boards are not made from wood. They're actually made from HPL material. That means it is way better than regular conventional wood, because what we're talking about here, what if it's outdoors, right? So sun, rain, wind, summer, winter, this is going to last. Now, can you go on board? I want you to go on board. And also, everything is aluminum, as you can see, even the steps. And then on the floor, you'll notice that it has an anti-slip material over here. So it means, you know who's gonna be playing here, right? 30 kids can fit in this pirate ship. So making sure that safety is actually considered, they have this anti-slip. What if it kind of rained, right? So this has this anti-slip material, all right? Can you follow me? So it has different sections. It is so huge, and all the kids that we're playing, let's say 30 kids, right? We're talking about communication. We're talking about imagination. Har har, pirate ship, right? So they have all these different sections where the kids can actually go around and play around, pretend play to be a pirate. It's like, we even have like sails over here. Aluminum, of course, built, HPL boards everywhere. So I want you to follow me over here. So it's really spacious. That's why it can fit up to 30 kids. Really nice build, and I would love to have this at home if I can. So it has different sections over here. There's even like a canopy, like a rope canopy that's over here. They can come down like a real pirate ship. And of course, not just that, of course, they also have this. Can you move over there? Of course, a playground should have a slide, right? Aside from the rope harness over there. So if they want to abandon ship, they just have to go like this. So before I'm gonna be saying goodbye from this ship, let's go to the other facility, right? Abandon ship! Woo! All right, so I'm in another showroom. I thought I was done already, but there's another product that I want to share with you guys because I came across this one earlier on. Now, this is the sailing theme playground equipment. Now, it is huge, it is so big, but if you're looking for a playground equipment that is kind of smaller, they can actually customize that for you guys because they have their own research and development and planning and design team. So they can actually scale this down a little bit based on your requirement, all right? So let's go straight to this featured product, the sailing theme. Now, there are 4 types of slides in this playground equipment, and up to 10 children can play all at the same time. But what I have here right now is actually a bigger scale. It can be more than 10 kids here. So playgrounds such as this one, actually it's not just all about fun. It's also about self-confidence, building self-confidence with kids. When kids play in certain playgrounds such as this one, they build self-confidence because they interact with other kids, right? And not only that, creativity as well, and overall coordination and ability and better growth because there's physical activities that's going to be happening in this playground, right? So I just want to share this as well. So what is it made of? So here, all the steps, all the flooring is actually PVC coated. That means it's anti-slip. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of rubbery with the feel. So they're all PVC coated. That means it's actually safer for kids. And here, all the pipes are made from galvanized iron, or they can be customized. They can use aluminum as well, or aluminum alloy. So they're also powder coated because it's anti-rust, because these guys are gonna be outdoors, right? So they're powder coated for anti-rust. Everything is painted really well and nice. So let's just join me. Let's just go ahead, and I want to share more things about this playground. So it's endless fun. It's endless fun and activities for kids. They have this nice lookout window over here with a concave, what do you call this? It's kind of like fiberglass, right? So also the balls are made from stainless steel. That means they can last longer. So what else do we have here? So we have this kind of like this caterpillar kind of thing. So we have steps here as well. We have another part here where they can slide down. Okay, let's climb out over here. I want you to follow me. Come, there you go. So we have different tunnels to slide. Behind this camera is actually a slide that goes spiral. And here's a little tunnel. So more creativity. Let's go, follow me. My camera guy, you okay? Okay? Okay, so my camera guy is getting a little challenged. So again, as you can see, it's all made from PVC coating for the flooring. So it's endless possibilities of entertainment for kids. They can be happy, they can interact with kids. And all these products actually pass the EN1146, is Team F1487, and all these other safety standards that are compliant with different regions around the world. So there are other things here as well. There's another slide. There are 2 slides there. All right. Wow, I'm catching my breath. But anyway, we're done with this featured product. I guess you find it interesting, then you know who to contact, right? So I'm out of here, so I'll catch you later on. All right, let me just try the slide. Bye, guys. Woo! All right, so I'm in a choo-choo train playground equipment right now. I'm having so much fun here. It's like I'm back being 12 years old. But behind me are actually certificates and reports that I want to share with you guys, because being a supplier, of course, you have to know if they're meeting all these requirements for the global market, right? So I have here the CE certification, all right, awarded to Kaiqi Group. And then I have here their ISO certification as well, ISO 14001. I have here the ISO 45001. I have here their CE certification as well, or plaque. This is for Germany. There you go, was awarded from Germany. And then also their GS certification as well from TUV. And then, of course, this is a certified ISO 9001 factory. All right, here's their certificates. It's Kaiqi Group Company Limited. There you go. And of course, I'd like to mention that they also have their own patents, from invention patent to utility patent to design patents. And what I have here, actually have hundreds and hundreds of these patents. It means the original design, the protected designs, proprietary protected designs. And what I have here are actually just the latest one that just came out, what they're showcasing here right now. Down to our next part is where I'm going to be talking about the research and development and design team, okay? So I'm actually here right now in this facility where all their designers are located at. So all these guys are actually talented. They have the, of course, you got to have the 3D Max knowledge, you know, Corel Draw, Photoshop, all these 3D modeling skills should require all these skill sets. So like our friend over here is actually kind of designing and tweaking this part of a playground. I think it's the pirate ship playground, but it kind of looks a little bit different, because keep in mind, guys, the designers can also redesign their existing products. That is their job as well. Now, they have 2 teams, all right? So here are the designers, and the other building, they have the research and development employees. So these are 2 teams separated. They have different functions. They have a total of 60 employees under this department. So let's move to the other facility, all right? Let's go. All right, so one of the criteria that we're looking into is the social responsibility. I know you remember this, but I mentioned this earlier on. It's one of our 5 criteria, right? So social responsibility means not just about, you know, providing comfort, leisure for employees. Of course, what's the most important thing as well is providing good food, right? When you have good food, everybody's energized. So actually, I'm here in one of their pantries, because this is where we just had lunch, literally. I am not kidding. We just had lunch. Wonderful food. It was served earlier on. And let me also mention that beside this building actually is another pantry where there are 200 seats available for all the employees that can eat and dine there at a time. Now, aside from that, I want to share here as well, because this is a special room for conferences for the employees, a special room for employees to have some little events. So they have nice rooms such as this one, really comfortable, really comfy, nice seats and couches, and of course, a huge table. So what they do here basically is they can have birthday parties here with their employees. Employees can celebrate, can discuss, and all these things while they dine. So not only about dining, they also have dormitories. Now, the dormitories are actually 150 rooms, and each rooms can fit up to 2 or to 4. It depends on what kind of room, because they have different kinds of rooms here. So 150 dormitories for their employees, and the canteen, 200 people can sit there at a time. And what else? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they're actually finishing the construction of their swimming pool in this facility as well. Can you believe that? I wish it's here already. So they're finishing the construction of the swimming pool, and of course other recreational rooms for the employees. Now that is really showing that the company Kaiqi Group Company Limited takes care of the employees. Right, so to give us a little bit more insight about Kaiqi Group Company Limited, I have here, of course, Sophia. Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Now, Sophia is from the International Sales Department. Now, she will give us a little bit of insight. So I have a couple of questions for, if not a couple, 3 questions to be exact. So basically, first and foremost, I want to share this with the audience. So how long have you been in the business? Like Kaiqi, how long has it been in the business?
Okay, the company was established in 1995.
1995.
And I joined this company since 2008, so it's already 13 years now. Yeah.
So it's been around since 1995.
Yeah.
Because I noticed you have several buildings here. Yeah, the ones we're in earlier. The ones we entered where we had lunch was I think that was the building that was built in 1995, because it really looks 1995.
Yeah, it's very old.
Yeah,
now.
but then I saw other buildings. You have a very, very huge building being constructed there, which will be your workshops, right?
Workshop and the office.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then behind it is this big black building, which I think all your admin, your international sales or whatever will be moving, right?
Yeah, we will move in next month.
Next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've been really expanding here. I mean, it's all happening all at the same time. But anyway, let's get back with with a couple of questions that I have here. So what about company culture? Because I was going around, I've been seeing all the employees are happy. We all had lunch together with the other employees. So can you share the company culture?
Our company culture is starting from heart, focus on the quality. And protecting kids' safety and happiness. Yeah.
So the main, motive, or what I say, pledge of the company is the child safety. What's the other one?
Yeah, children's safety and happiness.
And happiness combined, safety and happiness. What a way to to promote happiness and safety in a safely constructed playground set, right?
Yeah, so quality is the most important. Yeah.
Because we're talking about here our kids, so of course safety is the most important thing, and then quality, so that they last longer, they'll be used in a longer period of time, and it's a good investment for any customer, right?
Yeah, so we must manufacture and design from heart.
Actually, that's a really good point. Now, since you've been around since 1995, I bet every year you think of something new, all these things. So I want to share with the audience as well, what is the future that we're looking at for Kaiqi Group Company Limited?
Our future plan is intelligent manufacturing. Yeah.
So when you say intelligent manufacturing, it means like from production process. Does it mean like you're going to be investing in intelligent, smart machines?
Yeah,
machines, right, for the production, right?
Yes.
Okay, so actually that is the future, because everything now is becoming like AI, smart devices, smart retail, and all these things.
So we can make sure that the size can be more exactly.
So because if everything's smart, everything's intelligent, it means it's more accurate. Everything is more consistent with all the build, right?
Yeah, correct.
Actually, that really makes sense, right? But anyway, Sophia, thank you so much for the tour and that delicious food that we had for lunch.
Nice. nice.
Yeah, and all the hospitality that you've shown us here. I'm really learning a lot with these tours, especially with you, because you've been showing around, telling us what material and how this is made and all these things. So I really appreciate that. But I'm afraid we're running out of time. But if you do want to contact Kaiqi Group Company Limited, you can contact them directly, or you can reach out to CTJPA, all right? But I'm afraid we have to go, so thank you for watching our episode. I'm gonna see you around. Bye, guys. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.